Good Saturday afternoon to you. Well, I just got back from the ham auction. I left at 2 p.m. I didn't stay as long as I did last year. I got rid of the big Tektronix scope, but it was still on the bench over there. It was like with 2 or 3 other items that are kind of like the last things to go. So I didn't stay to see if that would sell. I have a feeling it won't. Nobody's interested in it. So I got rid of that monstrosity, and look what I got here. A HP 180D, I believe it is. It's so, the number's so small I can just barely read it. Rack mount scopes. I got 2 of them. I got one here and one on the side of the van here. Oh, I don't know why, but you know what I paid for these? Both of them for $5. I couldn't pass it up. $5. I wouldn't have paid more than that. They both went up on auction. Just a little, oh, probably about 1:30 this afternoon. So I'm going to bring it over to the shop. One of them has a standard computer connector on it, and the other one has a little tiny 3-pin special plug for the power, so I don't think I'll be able to power that up without clip leads. So I'm going to set this on the bench, and then we'll get the other one out here. This is not light. So, let's go get the other one. The other one is almost like it, but it's missing the bezel here. And I think it's a different model. But it's a 19-inch rack mount. I don't know. You know, for $5 I can play around with them. And then I'll just donate them to these at the spring auction. Ham radio auction. And that's all I bought. That and I'll show you the other 2 things I bought. Total price that I paid for these and the one little item I picked up is $6 today. So then I bought 2 hot dogs, each with sauerkraut for $2.25 each. I love my sauerkraut, and they were good. All right, this is the other one. They both would not fit in the back of that. I couldn't get them. Back cover closed. This one, this is a 180A, and the guy that had donated these to the, well, actually he sold them. He had them on the, his number was on there, the seller's number's on here. I think he told me one of them worked. But I have no idea, I have no information on these. But we'll bring it over, and one of them has the standard plug in the back. I'm not sure which one. No, this is the oddball one. This takes a 3-pin. I used to have those kind of plugs, but of course I don't have any of that stuff anymore. So the one I got on the work table outside takes the computer plug, standard computer plug. So we're going to bring that out, and we'll bring the other one into the workshop and try to fire that up. So,
That's a heavy scope, huh?
pretty heavy. Normally I wouldn't buy these things because I don't need any more scopes. But would you pass something up that was 2 of these for $5? You'd have to be a little bit nuts if you passed them up. Or maybe people think that I'm nuts for buying them. So, Alright, we're going to bring this one into the shop because this one has the standard computer plug in the back. That's with no meter on it, Mike. That's a slow blow fuse and it's not blown. Alright, so let's go bring this into the shop. Well, I get rid of one monstrosity and I bring back two. Alright, let's make some room on the bench here. Alright, we're going to power this up to the dim bulb. So I got to get a power cord, which I think is right here. Yep. We'll see. Go into the dim bulb. Alright, dim bulb didn't come on, but then again the power could be turned off too. Oh. Alright, switch is off. The dim bulb comes on, but not real bright. But yeah, it's about half brilliance, so I don't know what the power consumption is on this. Well, intensity control is all the way up. That's not a good sign when the intensity control is all the way up. That usually means there's no trace. But I don't want to put the bypass on that yet. So what we're going to do is turn the variac down. And see. Yeah, I should really look at the back. I think I will. Look at the back and see how much power it takes so I know what amperage I'm supposed to be drawing over here. So we'll unplug the power here and see if I can read the what the power is on this. I'm not sure. One of them works. He told me which one, but I don't have the cord to try the other one out. 115 volts to 20. It's set to 115. Let's see. 115, 230, 40, 40, 240 volt amperes. Well, let's see what we got for a fuse here. Maybe I can read it. I can't read fuses anymore. The printer's just too small on them. Can't read them. Gotta use the microscope. I cannot read fuses anymore. I need this thing to do it. One and a half amp. That's what it is. So, one and a half. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the bypass the dim bulb and turn it up real slow. Put this back in and plug that. That's off right now. And we'll plug that in. I'm not sure. He said one of them's working, but it could be the other one, and I don't have a plug for it. I'd have to get some clip leads, and I'll have to do that off camera. So we'll bypass the dim bulb, turn the variac down, put the isolation back on, and watch the amp meter. And we are on. All right, we got 50 volts going in, 400 mils so far, and we ain't going to see anything at that voltage. We're watching the amp meter very carefully here, because the dim bulb probably takes so much power to run. It's a 60-watt bulb, so it probably is not enough power going in to run it because it's running through the bulb. We're drawing 500, we're doing a half an amp now. So we are at 66 volts. 72 volts, 600 mils. We got a green display here.
Looks like it works.
Well, that's not always the case. It don't seem to make any difference. Now it might be just the it might be just the back. See that. Let that set at 600 mils here. Let me, where's I lost my magnifying glass. I'm always losing it. I've already lost the little green one that just vanished. I can't find it. Well, I gotta use one that I can't see that good with. Not enough magnification. Oh, here it is on the floor like everything else. Alright, let's see what we got here. That's the scale illumination. That's all that green is. That's the scale illumination. Alright, we're drawing 600 mils on that, but nothing yet because it's we only got 72 volts going into it. So let's push it up. 80 volts, 700 mils. And no sign of life. All right, 700 mils. Let's go to 90 volts, 800 mils. Oh, we got something. We got something.
Little green dot.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Focus. Yeah, focus is good. That's the scale illumination. That's what that is. That's this. We got to turn that down because we don't want to burn the screen here. All right, we're 800 mils at 91 volts. $100 volts, 800 mils. Turn this intensity down. We don't want it burning here. Let's see. Let's see. That is.
Hard to see with your head in the way here.
Yeah, well, I can't help that. I've got to be right on top of things in order to see what I'm doing. Yeah, the beam finder. That's the beam finder. We haven't got any sweep at all, though. No sweep at all. Apparently no sweep. But now, let's turn the brightness down. 800 mils, let's put it up to 116, 800 mils. Now I got it on 116 now, but apparently no sweep. But the good thing is we've got high voltage, the CRT is good, focus works, intensity works, but we got no sweep. Let's see. Where's my scope probe here? I lost my scope probe. I don't know. It went somewhere. I thought I hung it back up. So. Position. Well, the position works. Controls are dirty. They're not easy to run these controls. You can't get your fingers in there because there's bezels on the way. It's not designed really very good. You know, it's hard to get your fingers in there to turn them because they're hitting this.
At least it works.
Well, it doesn't work all the way. It's no sweep on it. There's no sweep on it. Should be given a straight horizontal line, and it isn't. Well, anyways, I don't want to make this video too long here. I have to play around with it. I'm not going to do that on camera here because this video is getting to be long, like all mine. So we got rid of the big Tektronix scope. Now we got two of these. So we'll shut it off for now. And what I've also got there was a whole box of these things at the ham auction, and the auctioneer was selling off 2 for $1. I have no idea exactly what they are, but they are some kind of a clamp to go on a meter. But it says AEMC 100.105B mini clamp-on current transformer, dielectric 3000 volts. So I didn't get the description of this because I was holding back farts from 10 o'clock until 1:30 in the afternoon, and I want to tell you that's very uncomfortable. So I had to rush to the men's room. So before I went, I asked the guy that's putting the stuff up on auction, would you put both of these up there, and if they're not too much, I'll buy them. They put them up there because I didn't want to go to the men's room and find out that you have to stay there when there's a certain item you're looking for. You have to stay there, otherwise you lose out. So I was in discomfort, to say the least. So when these got up there, nobody else wanted them. The auctioneer says $5, I'll take it. $5 sold. That was it. Boom. So I took them. They got my number. I put them by my chair, and I went to the men's room. When I got back from the men's room, they were handing these things out 2 for $1. Anybody want any? There was a whole box of like 50 or 100 of these things. 2 for $1. So I didn't get the description of what they are. I says, I was in the men's room. I says, what are these things? So I guess you put a meter in here. I guess banana plugs, I'm not sure. And you clamp it onto something. But I'm not sure. There's 2 of them. They're 2 for $1. So I bought 2 and not sure if what I'd use them for. And I'm not sure if they got to be used together or what. I'm sure somebody out there will tell me exactly what they are. There's no paperwork with them. Although I did look at these things when they were in the box before the auction started, but I had no idea what they are, and I still really don't know exactly what they are. But for $1 for 2, brand new, I couldn't pass them up. So the 2 scopes in there, $6. That's my finds for today. Thank you for watching. Well, I'll probably give you an update on this when I fire the other one up and see what I can do. And if there's anything I can do, the switches are got to be cleaned and stuff like that. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching.